Hello and welcome to Listra, a D&D 5e campaign. In this introductory podcast episode of the campaign, you'll get to meet the PCs and learn about the continent of Listra and its many secrets. All of us that will be going on this journey, including myself, have very little D&D experience. Not only that, but this is the very first adventure that I will have the pleasure of GMing. I hope that all of you have patience as our group grows in D&D knowledge, and most of all, we hope that you enjoy listening to our adventure. Let's get to it.
Alright, so we can officially start this. Yep.
Let's do it.
Alright, so to give you guys, start off with some backstory before you guys go into your characters. Well, a little bit more backstory. So the continent you guys are on is called Listra. This continent is, and I'll show you guys this world history. It's just a short little world history thing. This continent is controlled by three what you guys would consider guilds. It's different than many different than your normal style government where there's monarchies and you got your democracies and stuff. Of course, democracy doesn't really exist in this world, but so these guilds, they let different cities kind of control themselves. But there's each guild has their own. There's three sections of Listra. You got, like I said, these three guilds, which is one is the Lion's Core Guild, another one's called the Ascension Guild, and then there's the Deep Roots Guild. You three don't know too much about these guilds. You guys are kind of new to this land, so you don't know a whole lot. The basic stuff that you do know is that the Lion's Core Guild is the largest and oldest of the three. As you might guess, they are generally protectors. You'd find more of the paladins and the monks, and you'd find a lot of lawful people in the Lion's Core. They are very straight path type people. And then you got the Ascension Guild. They are the second largest, and they're also the youngest. They don't consider themselves good or evil. They are very interested in arcana and gods in this world, and I'll get into the religion of this world here soon, or of Listra, really. So Ascension, they're the edgy, they're the futuristic, but they're very experimental. And they deal with a lot of black magic and unknown magic. And like I said, because the Ascension Guild is over their own little area, there is no, there's no ruler that's saying they can't. But they always, because of the other two guilds that's around them, they do tend to say, well, hey, we don't do anything bad. They claim to never experiment on real people. They're always cautious with their black magic, as cautious as you could be. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. And then the final guild is the Deep Roots Guild, which is where you guys will be starting at in that territory. They're the smallest, but they were actually the largest. But there was a war over territory between the Deep Roots and Lion's Core. There was since you guys don't know this area very well yet, I can't show you the map of the area of Listra. At some point, we'll go back over this when you guys get a world map, or like I said, not a world map, a continent map. And so basically, there's an area that the Deep Roots and the Lion's Core were fighting over. Originally, they actually went to meet in the center of that land and to discuss terms for both of them to get either parts of the land or some. They were at first it was try to be a peaceful attempt, but as it turns out, the Deep Roots Guild actually attacked on site. But so that caused a war. They ended up losing the war to Lion's Core, and they ended up losing a ton of land, or they ended up losing the conflicted land completely. They didn't get any of it. They lost a lot of people. a lot of people actually moved out of that territory because they seen that guild as more evil aligned. And since then, this area has become a little bit more shady. It's become a little bit more towards thievery. It's not this. So this war happened only a few years ago. So there's still a lot of rebuilding um, of trust. And there's also a lot of rebuilding towards the um, where the war occurred. Where you're at, that the war did not occur where you're at. You're kind of deep into the Deep Roots Guild territory. You're not near the border. Um, and of course, some of this is stuff you guys don't really know as characters, but I'm just kind of telling you, and you'll learn that as you talk to people within these in the cities of Deep Roots, and as you guys move through the other 3 guilds. Any questions on that? Does that all make sense? Kinda. I know it's a lot. Um,
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. To continue on that path, there are 2 main religions of in Listra, and actually, you guys really kind of the world, but in particular here in Listra, there's the one god and the small god religion. The one god religion here is the main religion. It's the one you'll find the most in Listra. They believe that there was one God that created the universe. He gave control of Earth to all the intelligent creations. But since creation, God has given his creation free will, even if it's against his wishes, and he has taken little supernatural action. And so that's the one God religion, and people of the one God religion tend to try not to. They're more against black magic and the darker side of Arcana. They're also against. You usually find them to be more lawful. Of course, you have bad eggs in everything, but you'll find that these are generally more lawful. They don't really steer towards. They don't even. You find middle line people in this religion too, but it's more, like I said, more lawful. Now the small god religion is that, and this is the second most popular religion. There's small little sects of other religions, but anyway, this is the second most. There are several small gods that have rose to great power through dark magic in this world. So they're not nearly as powerful as the god that created the universe. These gods are generally got their powers through demonic means, through black magic, or through just very powerful arcana, such as, a wish spell. So these gods are generally more present in the world. They tend to be a little bit more evil because, power corrupts. They love to exert their own will. Not all, like I said, not all of them are evil, but you really won't find one that's lawful. You'll find them neutral and more chaotic, and of course you got your evil ones, but you don't really find any of them that are lawful. The way that they got their status is beyond normal means, and it's really corrupted them. They're no longer people anymore. They become more they've become more supernatural. They're more ethereal, and they're generally more feared. And the people that worship these small gods are generally seen as cult members, but some of them aren't. Like I said, because you have some more neutral gods in. But that's the 2 main religions. Any questions on that?
I do have a question.
Yes.
Don't laugh.
No, you're fine.
Do they only not like dark magic?
Who?
The people that for the one of the main religions, the first one.
Yeah, they're very lawful, so they're very against black black or dark, however you want to say it. Black. We'll just say black
Necromancy.
magic. Necromancy. Yes, necromancy and demonic power that is gained through either sacrificing through basically necromancy, and it's anything that would be seen as harmful or as cultish, or as like an exertion of your own will rather than rather than lowering yourself. So this would be, like I said, the people that became gods, little g, generally found their power through evil means. I mean, there's been wars over this stuff. There's been, people sacrifices to get this power. Blood has been spilled. Not many of the people that have become gods were through, through actual wisdom and training, because a lot of your lawful sorcerers and stuff kind of veered away from getting that much power because they feared of what they'd become. Because once you gain that much power, you just it corrupts you. And so yes, the people of the one god are generally don't like those of the small god, because it's generally seen as you're worshiping the evil side of Arcana, the evil side of magic. So does that answer your?
Yep.
Okay.
Just wanted to verify what kind of people I'm working with here.
Yes, you are working with all types of people. Okay, so that brings me up to where you guys are starting off at. Like I said, you guys were arrested. You three kind of know each other. I mean, I wouldn't say you're best buds, but you guys, all three of you, have gotten to kind of know each other in jail. You've been in jail for a day or two. So the three of you, let's just say, so the three of you are in jail. So the three of you, let's introduce yourselves as if you were introducing yourself in jail. Actually, give me more, because I know, Josh, I already can see that you're going to tell them nothing. I need to know more than nothing. So let's just go, kind of act like you're in your jail cell and you three are like just talking about yourselves. But give me a little bit more detail so that at least I know more about yourself. And then, of course, give me your reason for being in jail. And we'll start with, well, actually, let me see your names. Since you're on the left here, we'll start with you.
My name is Farland Godslang. I'm a half-elf cleric. Yeah, one of my bonds is I will someday get revenge on the corrupt temple hierarchy who branded me a heretic. But my pity sometimes leads me to trust those that profess faith in my God.
And speaking of that, what religion out of the two that I just said, or are you part of a smaller sect?
Probably the small god. No.
So what?
Yeah, it was that one.
And so your alignment can't be lawful, or
it's chaotic neutral.
Okay.
My ideal is change. We must bring about the change. The gods are constantly working in the world, and that's a chaotic ideal.
No, that fits perfectly then. All right, so that's Farland. Tors O.
Alright, so my name is just Tors. O is my last name.
Oh.
Yeah, just O.
Just the big O.
Just a big O. I'm a half orc of chaotic neutral. What's her name? You know what I mean. Alignment. Yeah. Warrior background, personality traits. I believe I'm the best. My ideals is power, so I'm on the hunt for power. That's what I'm going to do. Be the strongest. My personality trait is like lazy but will act. So like mid-fight, I'll just be lying on my back while everybody else is just doing their thing.
So it's only when you're in danger that you act.
Yes,
Like a character
precisely.
from Naruto.
Did he do that? I'm gonna say it sounds like something they would do.
Mm-hmm.
But my flaw is I will charge in head first without thinking. Oh yeah, I think that's everything.
Okay. All right. Finally, is it Rakate?
It's Rekati.
Oh,
Hello.
Rekati. Ah, okay.
My name is Rekati. It's actually based off the ancient goddess Hecate. Hecate was a horrible person. I feel like I was worse, so I had the opportunity to name myself Rekati. I'm a tiefling. I do follow one of the main religions, the second one. For my personality trait, I'm dedicated. Dedication is number one thing for me. Whatever it is, I'm gonna get it. The problem is I'm never gonna run a straight line to get it. My ideal is power as well. I strive for more power. For bonds, I have revenge. Revenge on those that have wronged me. And then for flaws, I'm suspicious of strangers, and I remain suspicious. I'm never able to overcome that suspicion. I always think everyone is out to get you, or they have their own game to play.
Interesting.
It's your class.
Good backstory.
Yeah. What's your class?
My class is Rogue One,
Okay.
because I grew up on the streets, so just kind of
That's
always
sad.
been a rogue.
Sad. So you fit in right in with the deep roots, kind of what they've become then.
Yep.
So what alignment?
Alignment, lawful evil.
Lawful evil. Interesting. And I forgot to ask you, Tors, what's your alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
Okay, so we have no lawful characters. Interesting. All right. Okay.
Well, is lawful. He's just evil.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I wouldn't. That's true. You got me there with that one.
Well, I guess Torso, if that's your name.
Yours.
Yeah, what'd they throw you in here for, man? They got me on some bull. They said I stole some coppers from the church, but I ain't do it, man. You know how it is.
They caught me stealing eggs.
Did you steal the eggs?
Who's to say?
Mm. Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to get my revenge on these. Let's see. Where's my bond? I will someday get my revenge on the corrupt temple hierarchy and brand me a heretic. Steal some copper, allegedly.
I too am on the certain hunt for revenge against a certain someone.
And who's that someone?
A particular person who wronged me.
It's taking you so long to get it.
They're conniving.
I'm in jail for something similar, but I didn't wait to go get my revenge.
Hey, man, we're all criminals in here. You can tell us.
I'm not a criminal. I'm not saying I did it.
But you in jail, though.
I'm not saying I did it. I'm just saying they deserve it.
Okay.
Whatever happened to them was their own fault, right?
I ain't snitching on myself.
Okay. So the three of you, like I said, have been in jail for a couple days, and the middle of the night, all of you hear a loud boom noise, and all three of you actually get hit in the head with a big rock, basically the ceiling, parts of the ceiling from the jail hit you in the head, and all 3 of you are knocked out. And and the other thing is, I got rid of a lot of your items because, well, you guys are in jail. Most of your stuff got stripped from you. You guys will notice that you have some of your weapons and stuff on you. I left that on your character just so I know what weapons you guys start with. But those are not on you right now because, like I said, you're in jail. The only thing that you have is, I think one of you has thieving tools. Whoever has thieving tools, you still have those. You managed to hide those. Don't ask where. You just hit them. You're just that good.
I won't tell.
You won't tell. It's probably best that you don't. And all right, so we're gonna start, and we're gonna move our characters over to our starting area. And you guys should see the jail cell, which I will add you guys' character to the jail cell. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys see the jail cell, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So the 3 of you are slowly waking up, and you look in your surroundings, and you see, of course, you see light coming in from the ceiling. A lot of the walls are still intact. You see a couple cracks, you'll notice, and the door is still barred shut. And like I said, this was in the middle of the night. It's now kind of towards daytime. Like, I wouldn't say day. I would say like dawn. And you guys can smell smoke. You can smell fire. It smells like, and you guys know something went down here. And we'll start with that. And you guys, and if you guys listen, you guys can hear a little bit of like some kind of movement, but you don't know what's going on. You guys are still a little hazed and dazed. And you guys are starting prone, and like I said, start now.
Is it just us 3?
It's just, as far as you guys know right now and what you can see, yes, the 3 of you are pretty much waking up at the same time.
Well, we just woke up.
Yeah, you're still
This
like,
couldn't be me because I never sleep.
Well,
Okay,
like I
okay.
said, I'm hearing some metallic noises coming from you, Rakute.
I may have rested my eyes for a minute though.
Yeah, well, is it dark? It's not
It's
night
light.
dark.
Poking in.
I think we need to check and see if it's light outside.
well, yeah, I mean, the ceiling hit you guys in the head, and you can see that it's, from the outside, it is like a dawn. I wouldn't say it's like early, very early morning.
How high is the roof?
High. I'd say
No
not
climbing
enough
out
for
of
you.
here.
Yeah, not enough for you to climb out. No. Or not, it's
Are the gates
too high.
broken?
I don't know. You haven't checked it.
Can we check the brakes? The gates.
Yeah. So as you guys are playing, you guys can click and drag your character.
So
Okay.
I'm checking the gate right now.
Okay. So you check the gate, and you can tell that it is still barred shut. It is a little looser than what it normally would be, but it's not. It's going to take some strength, or it would take some strength to get out if you want to bust through it physically.
I'm gonna turn around and ask one of these individuals, do you have thieving tools to get us out?
I'm no thief. Well, I guess actually,
Let's check our tools.
I don't have tools. But first, I'd like to yell out, guards.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Last thing we need is them coming over here. We about to break out this boy.
Let's check this back right here.
Oh, I have thieving tools.
Can we break through here, through this wall back here?
You can try.
Alright. What do we roll to try?
Strength, DC strength. So you'd roll basically, you would roll.
You can go to your character sheet and just click on strength.
Yeah, you
Gotcha.
can do
Okay.
that.
Okay. I was trying to think of a smart way out, but Bruce Strickworth, let's do it.
It said just go on my character sheet and just click strength.
Yeah. The small one.
So
So for that one, I rolled a 6.
rolled a 6. Ah, okay. So Tors, you God. You roll. You start to run up to the wall. You hit it with your shoulder as best as you think you can, and all it does is just bruise you even more. You were, like I said, you're still kind of dazed, so you kind of stumbled a little bit. You hit the wall. You still hit the wall with your shoulder. You didn't do any like serious damage to yourself, but that wall didn't move. Not a single, like not even hardly any rubble even came down. It just did not. You got denied.
Well,
That was Farland or Taurus, right? So Farland, we need you to try. Go for it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. 11.
What are you going after the crack in the wall?
The wall. Yeah.
Okay.
you're trying to too?
So Farland, you did a little bit better than Tors, which is kind of strange because Tors is like double your size, being half orc. But you're not quite as dazed as Tors is feeling, and you managed to get a pretty good hit on that wall, but and some rubble came down a little bit, but there's no
Nothing.
no light coming in, nothing. Yeah, you didn't hardly do much. And as you guys are slamming this wall, you guys are hearing a little bit more noise, like a little bit more rustling.
All right. Well, can I roll?
To do the wall?
Yep, the wall.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Roll strength.
Right.
Do you know how to do that?
Yep.
Oh, so our rolls only go to you, Tyler. I didn't know that.
You can change it. You should be able to.
Yeah, I just rolled a 19.
They only go to me?
Yeah, it only goes to the GM.
I don't want that. I want everybody to see it. Rakate, can you try yours again? You should work for you now. Everybody should see it.
Oh. Well, my first roll was so good, though.
Well, no, I'll give you your first roll, but just do it again. I want to make sure it works.
Okay, I got you. Okay. So, rolling for damage, right?
Strength.
Strength.
Just roll for strength.
Okay. Wait. How do you do it again? You go to...
You just click on. Yeah, the column on the left.
The character sheet wasn't popping.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that one.
Perfect.
Yep, I see that one.
I got a 2.
Well, can you Farland and Tors, can you do yours one more time too, just to make sure that this is actually going to everybody? Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's much better.
What is up with you, Taurus?
Yeah, Tors, man, you're this big dude, and you can't even. You got a +4 in strength, and you suck right now. Okay, the problem is Tors got hit hard. The biggest chunk hit him right in the head. He's just so dazed right now. It's almost like he's drunk. He's so out of it.
Yeah, you got aim for the crack.
Sober up.
Okay, so the 19. All right. So Rakate, he winds up, he gets this nice running start, hits the wall nice and firm. Rubble comes a little bit down, but it's still not quite enough. This wall is really, really tough. There are cracks in it. You're starting to see a little bit of light, but it's really solid still. You feel like you could keep pounding at this, but it would take a lot of strength to really break this cracked wall. I mean, it's cracked, but it's not something that's gonna just come down super easy.
What should we do here?
I'm gonna try it again.
Well, Ricante, I know you guys saw him up there.
I think it's Taurus. Go. Taurus, what do we do?
I'm trying the wall again.
Alright, Tors, he hits the wall. You do a little bit more damage to the wall, but it's still not coming down. And okay, at this point you guys have caused so much noise. You guys are hearing some things coming right up to your door. And you guys see, as Tors hits the wall and falls down on his butt, Farland and Rakate see these two. You see these two goblins come on over, and they come over and they're like, and they see you, and they start snickering and they say, so we got three survivors here. Who are you?
I got this, guys. I'm gonna basically go up to them and be like, well, we're falsely accused prisoners, and if you could open this door for us, that would be awesome. Persuasion.
You really want us? What would we get from opening this door for you? Here we have all this loot on the outside while you three just sit and do nothing. We could just leave you. What would our reward be for letting you free, and how would we know you would not attack us after letting you out?
I would like to roll for insight to see what they want before I speak to them on what I can offer.
Okay.
Nice, Wakade. Good thinking.
Can I do that?
Yes, sir. Yep. You can. Dang, 23 insight. All right.
What do they want?
So from what you understand, especially from what from what you see, these goblins look a little ragged. They look kind of like looter goblins. Like, they're not super smart. But they really look like they're interested in items and in particular money, and anything of value. So they're kind of like I said, they're looters, but they're goblin. They're not human. They're goblin looters.
I would then turn to Farland and tell Farland, hey, look, I think that I have at home several gold blocks that they would be interested in, along with new clothing and locations of other gold.
Can I try to persuade them?
I think we should offer that.
With this offer?
So Farland, you're gonna have to make the offer.
So Farland is the one offering this?
Yep. I just got the insight. I'm telling Farland, maybe they want some gold, and I know where I have some at home, but not just at home, but heading across the country.
Okay.
Can I roll deception or persuasion?
It would, for coming from your mouth. Really, you don't. So Rakate doesn't actually have this, so it would be deception, and especially from your mouth, it would be extra deception because it's not even yours. So, and then I'd like to hear you.
Home.
Exactly. So,
right.
So it's like. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, can I try to persuade them and have Ricate jump up and down so they can hear that metal clanging these tools, and tell them that it's gold?
Yeah. If you so talk to the goblins let's hear what you're gonna say to the goblins, and then we'll go over what roll you're gonna make.
Okay. So, well, my friend over here, I point to Ricade. He has coins hidden in his man purse.
Got it.
Jiggle, jiggle.
Do I got to roll for this jiggle?
You got to roll a performance check, yes, sir.
Performance check.
You are performing for these goblins. Yes.
Oh, easy.
God. Okay.
Easy.
So, so as Rakate jumps up and down, I mean, he manages to make some noise. It's kind of rough. You got your point across that you could be holding something, but it wasn't perfect. It it sounded like something was in his pocket, but it was rough. It was definitely rough. Was that all you were gonna say, Farland?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, that was mine.
Okay, yeah, sorry. All right, so the goblin looter kind of listens and he's like, "Well, you may have some money on you, but we want some upfront right now through the bars. Only then will we unlock these doors. Pay us half. We expect at least. Oh well, let's see. There's how many? 3. Well, that should be enough for 15 gold pieces. Five from each.
15? I almost smacked him through the bars.
I'm assuming we don't have the gold that
You have
on
nothing on you.
Okay. 0.
So you could. Well, it's not up to me. Like I said, you guys can try. You guys can try convincing them some more using persuasion or whatever. Well, go ahead.
1 second. I think Taurus should roll and use deception.
You
to
said
get them closer to the bar.
Deception?
Yeah, the one with the keys, we want him closer to the bar. That's all.
I have the lowest charisma, probably. I have -1 charisma.
I mean, I can try.
Roll for it. I got faith.
Okay.
Either they run away or we get them.
Well, what do you? So what's
Okay.
what do you?
We're gonna say okay. So what we're saying is we're gonna give them the gold. They just need to come closer to the bar so we can hand it to them.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, whoever's
The one
actually
with the
doing it,
keys.
I need to hear them say it.
Okay.
Say it like in
I
your
have
character.
45 pieces of gold.
45. Well, hand over half, and we'll let you out right now.
Come to the bar. Come to the bars, and I'll hand it right over.
Okay, he.
Gotta
Well,
roll now,
actually,
right?
you gotta roll a deception, yeah, because you're lying.
Can I cast my light spell on his hand to make it look like
Let's
he's
go.
holding something?
Let's go. Look at that deception.
Yeah, if you want to assist, yeah, you can do that. Well,
I believe you.
you touch one object. If you want to do that, you're going to have to do a stealth because they're watching Tors right now. Walk towards the bars. So because you have to touch his hand.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Let's not play. Let's play here. My stealth ain't great.
Okay, yeah. Does that? You see what I'm saying though? Because you're
Yeah.
trying to pull a fast
Sure.
one. So yeah. All right. So the goblin looter. So Noah, you rolled a 17 deception. I'm going to check to see if this goblin believes you. All right. So the goblin walks up towards the door, somewhat cautiously, and expects you to put your hand out.
Is his hand out as well, or just?
No, he's wanting you to kind of drop it on the floor.
No. Nope. Okay, so now it's my go. And I'm gonna tell the goblin, if you want it, you have to come closer. If you don't come closer, we can't hand it to you. I refuse to allow this amount of gold to drop on the floor. So I'm gonna roll a
Charisma? That's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah,
No,
charisma.
are you trying to
That's
tell
what
them they
that's
have to do something?
Yeah, they have to come closer for us to hand it to
Persuasion.
them because we refuse to just drop it on the ground.
Okay,
Persuasion.
so no, well, persuasion would
Nope.
be if you're trying to be nice about it. Intimidation is more of what I think Rakate is talking about because you're trying to you're not telling them, you're not saying like, look, hey, I don't want to get this gold dirty. You know, I earned this, you know, through mowing lawns. You know, you're saying, get over here, do this now. You know. Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
I'm the least intimidating person in the world.
All right, yeah, Rakate, I need to hear this from your mouth. Okay, so what? Okay, you got to think of like the worst thing. Like, what did you do?
That you
So
rolled a 2 on.
yeah, so like you're trying to intimidate, but like something happened. So like you
So I
either
was trying to intimidate them.
yeah.
Out of range?
After I've told them I had so much gold, they realized that the only thing to fall out my pocket was my thieving tools.
So so you walk up to the door and just I want you to so you start talking, right? And you're saying all this stuff about not wanting the gold to drop, and then all of a sudden, from when you were jumping around, your thieving tools fall out of your pocket and hit the floor. And the goblins look at you, and they're like, "You tried to trick us, didn't you?"
I'm gonna jump in and say, no. You see, the tools themselves are worth money.
Ooh.
The goblin kind of looks at you. We have no use for such tools. We don't even know how to use them.
Well, you said to put down payment. I mean, how can we trust you to take the gold and open it? How do we know you're not just gonna run away with gold?
I'd roll a persuasion check on that.
Let's go.
So the goblin.
Let's go.
So the goblin says, "Okay, that is true." So they actually, so you were offering that as the down payment, correct? From what I was getting from what you just
Yeah,
said.
pretty much. As long as Rakate agrees.
I do agree.
Okay, so they kind of look and they're definitely interested. Okay, well we go find the key real quick. Many people dead around here. We be right back. And
Whoa. How do we know you're gonna be back?
the goblin looter kind of smirks and says, "You don't have any other choice. So you wait while we go find key." And with that, they kind of walk off for a second.
Now,
Come back.
since they're gone, team, I think we should go back to trying to hit this wall because we ain't got nothing else.
I was about to go for the door.
Not the wall. We have already made damage. We'll keep chipping away at it.
You haven't made that much. That much.
What is this wall?
It's a wall. It's a brick. It's a jail wall. I guess I should have made it more.
Is this day 14?
This is day 35.
Okay, so then, while they're gone, then I think I'm gonna try to use my.
Well, so Tors, are you hitting the bars?
I'm hitting the jail wall, the jail door. Yes.
The jail door. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tors, you line up your shoulder. You kind of stretch. You line up. You shake off that dizziness from earlier. You run super hard in that door, and you make up for all your sorry attempts from earlier, and you bust that jail door right off the